Wow, that was one epic conclusion to Stranger Things 4. Stranger Things 4, while part 1 came out a month ago and I did have mixed feelings, I have to say it was a return to form. After season 3 was a bit more of like a summer blockbuster, more comedic, lighter toned, this one it turned dark. Part 1 so far felt like a Nightmare on Elm Street in the universe of Stranger Things. The last 2 episodes really bring the whole season together. You get to see why all the storylines were needed, why the episodes were so long. Everything just clicked and it was an epic conclusion. And I have to say, this might end up being the best season since season 1, and it may be the best season. Like, this felt like a movie at home. I absolutely love this. And, you know, while I had mixed feelings about part 1, it might have been because it didn't have the conclusion. It's like you saw half the story, and we get the other half. We get the payoff to all the setup, and it is wonderful. It is just one of the best shows of our modern era right now. I love seeing the characters, you know, everything with the Byers in California, Eleven with Papa, Murray, Joyce, and Hopper in Russia, and then of course the gang back in Hawkins. Everything happens simultaneously. All the storylines are linked together, and I was happy about that, because with the Byers, everything just felt kind of off. We get more addressed with Will and why he feels a certain way with not only being distant from Mike, but also his other friends in Hawkins. We get to see Jonathan more in the spotlight because he kind of took a backseat in the beginning. Steve Harrington is just one of my favorite characters. You know, for being the bully in season 1, he ended up being one of my favorites. Eddie, a new character, is just great in this. There is a wonderful scene with Metallica. That's all I'm going to say. Vecna is as menacing as ever. I got some Robert Englund and Jackie Earle Haley, Freddy Krueger vibes from this guy. Like, he is just relentless in this conclusion. Max, she was the MVP of this season, I must say. But overall, this had an amazing soundtrack. The cinematography, everything just flowed. The storytelling was just superb. Like, everything was just firing on all cylinders in this conclusion. I would have to say I would give this an A+, and this season probably an A. It's up there to being an A+. It was just a little long in the beginning, for my opinion, but overall, it's worth it for the ending, and it sets up the final season, which of course is going to be season 5. This is the beginning of the end, and they were not lying. There is pure carnage in this conclusion. I enjoy seeing Matthew Modine back as Papa, and overall, it was just great after this pandemic. We're still going through it, but like with COVID, in the world of COVID, it was great seeing these characters back after so long, and it was worth the wait, hands down, I would say. So if you're a Stranger Things fan, I mean, obviously you've probably seen part 1. Maybe you're waiting for part 2. See volumes 1 and 2. See the whole season, seriously, and check out this show. But definitely check out this season if you haven't yet. I mean, they're running up that hill. It's a Kate Bush song, but I love it. I love the references to movies with Nightmare on Elm Street. And this conclusion in the last 2 episodes of 8 and 9, there is some references to Pretty in Pink, Red Dawn, and some other things as well. And, oh my God. I just had chills by the ending, and it was just epic. An epic, epic conclusion. Before I move to spoilers, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Have you seen Stranger Things 4? Have you seen this conclusion? Let me know. I'm going to watch it again later today and have some pizza. Let's move to spoilers. So, spoilers. Holy shit, did I really think Max was going to get killed off. It was amazing what they did there, but I had a feeling they were going to fail. Thank God that Steve Harrington's alive. Eddie, I kind of knew Eddie was going to like sacrifice himself. It was so cool seeing him play Master of Puppets by Metallica. I'm getting ahead of myself. That whole complex scene in the Papa episode, it was great seeing more about Henry, you know, before he was Vecna. We get to see that he created the Mind Flayer. They really explain everything about the Upside Down in this. We get answers to our questions, and it's a brilliant setup. I was moved by the flashbacks. There are so many references to the past with season 1, season 2 of The Snowball. Man, Robin everybody getting kind of a happy ending before the whole world's in jeopardy. Seeing them succeed but then fail, and seeing the dimensions merge and just hell on earth was just absolute insanity. The Demogorgon, I mean, I thought we're going to have another Bob incident, and I'm so glad that Joyce used the cattle prod on that thing. There's so many moments where I thought it was the end, and then they just took you out, and it's just like, nope, that's not it. And that's great. I mean, I love that. I love the feeling of going through the motions of like characters about to get killed off and then surviving. I mean, we've seen that in some movies this year in theaters, but this is just great storytelling. And I absolutely love what the Duffer Brothers have done, what Shawn Levy has done in his direction. The soundtrack use, Spellbound. Again, I mentioned Master of Puppets. You had Running Up That Hill. The epic kind of trailer version of Separate Ways by Journey. Oh, man, there's just so much. I love the Russian guy. I thought was obnoxious, but it was kind of cool knowing that he was a hero at one time and he kind of changes. That was a cool little thing they added. The romance scene with Joyce and Hopper. They're about to kiss. They didn't quite get to kiss. Kind of reminded me of the Terminator. It gave me some Terminator 1 vibes with like Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor. Murray is great as always. He got to use a flamethrower. That sword scene, like the simultaneous fighting and then like people in danger was just like amazing. Or just like, this is epic. This is just like as metal as you can get. That jock guy really made me mad, but I'm glad he kind of got his. But oh my god, there's just so much. I don't know what's gonna happen to Max if his alive body kept dead. I don't know. That was just deep, that whole scene. I really thought Steve, Robin, and Nancy were out of it, and Nancy should have gone for the headshot. It's like a Michael Myers or like any other villain, like Terminator 2. It's like, just go for the headshot. He survived, but he's hurt, but then Will senses it. And I love what they did with Will. No snap. Will Byers gives a heartbreaking performance in Nate, you know. I'm kind of glad they addressed it without like kind of doing it in like a silly way like a lot of shows do. Like they did it in a pretty realistic way, and I love how Jonathan was noticing that, and the scene with Jonathan and Will and being brothers, I related to, and it was just great hearing that conversation, you know. There's a lot of great character moments in this, and that's what makes Stranger Things. It's not just like style over substance. It's not just the action. It's the characters. It's the world they build. They're the heart of everything, and that's what makes this one of the best shows around. I don't know where to go from here, man. I hope it's a shorter waiting time than season 3 to 4. I'm pretty sure it will be, but overall, this season put a smile on my face. Again, while I had mixed feelings, this conclusion, volume 2, brought it all together. I think this might be one of my favorite seasons. Like, this is a beautiful yet haunting end. And yeah, everybody did a superb job, and I cannot wait to see how they conclude this. So anyway, those are my brief spoiler-filled thoughts. It was also nice that they brought the other Asian lady that was with Papa back in a small way, and we'll have to see what happens. Lucas and his sister are awesome. I hope they get a bigger role next season, like as far as fighting. But yeah, looks like we're gonna have the whole cast together for the final showdown. And what can I say? I'm gonna really miss this show when it's over, but I hope they can stick the landing and give us a hell of a final season. In the meantime, let me know your favorite moments of the season down in the comments below. Be sure to give this a thumbs up if you want to, subscribe for more videos, and check out these other Stranger Things related videos for more content. I'm gonna watch this again. Everybody have a happy 4th of July, and yeah, see you later in the Upside Down. Stay safe and healthy.